episode on my podcast in general, the episode for the podcast.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna do an introduction, and you don't even have to introduce yourself. You know, just like I got Ryan here today.
I'll wave.
You know, what I'm saying? Like say what's up, people. If you wanna give an what's up is good enough. If you wanna go any further than that, then we just
Okay.
keep
You know
rolling.
what be talking.
Yeah. it's up to you. If you start talking, I mean we're gonna be live, so it's like it doesn't matter. It's not like we can't stop it. We both right here, of course. All right.
Yes, sir.
And it didn't even start recording. What I did wrong was we just started at like
You
30.
did a measure, now I did nothing.
Yeah, and it's fucking.
At 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, we might just start now. What is good, people?
Mm-hmm.
Another episode of the U.Biz podcast. I got Ryan here today, and we are going to be talking about selling and how not selling is the best sales tactic.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, how's it going, man?
I'm doing well. I'm excited. Every time I get a chance to pull up on Yuli, I look forward to taking advantage of it because why not surround yourself with a great source of magnetism, especially when it's gonna bring forth the things that you want and the things that reflect towards you. I know that since you guys are here, y'all are looking toward the similar things that we're looking toward in life. We're gonna get into this not selling technique to sell.
How this all works. So the argument is that not selling is simply the best sales tactic, and the key is to provide the best service for your
Right.
customer, opposed to trying to sell what it is you want to sell. How does that look to you when
Mm-hmm.
being a service provider?
So go ahead and imagine yourself as out for a stroll, pocket full of money, and you enter any business. Of course, you're gonna want to be greeted. It doesn't have to be a backflip and a fireworks show, but I want to know that you think I exist. A smile is nice, but it's not mandatory. But wave your hand at me. Say sup if you can, if you're not, incredibly busy.
Simple stuff.
Treat me like a person. So it just starts there, and then when it goes deep, I'm gonna go ahead and get deep quick on you guys, because if you're here and you're doing this if you're listening to this, you're in the game. You're deep in the game. So when you're the type of salesperson that can provide a service to where it's like, hey, you can get them to open up in a natural way. You can figure out what they do need, what they want, and you can give them a bunch of options for that. And it's on them whether they want to execute and make a purchase with you, or wait and not, or take another option that you sent them to, or purchase with you later. You successfully provided the best service you can provide.
Right.
Versus a lot of people do pressure sales, sex sales. We've got a lot of those going on, and those can lead to bad sales. But before we even move forward, how do you feel about providing the best service? What you thinking?
To me, service, a lot of providing the best service goes into information. I think informing your consumer is got to be the most important. And even if I'm not even a good consumer of content, but to be an actual consumer amongst products, for me it's about information. I like to be extremely informed before I make my decision, because it's my dollar. It's an investment. Every purchase is an investment.
It's your dollar. It's your time. A lot of times when we make purchases, sometimes we can do them from the comfort of our home, which still does take less time, but takes time. But a lot of times I drove to this business.
Yeah.
I got dressed, I took a shower, and if I got family, I got the kids ready. I drove here, and if it's not close, I drove for a minute here. I want some kind of service, and if I drove here and it's incredibly busy, I want information. That way I can make my choices on my own.
Right.
I want to know where is it from, what does it do, what's it made of, how long does it last, how many times can I use it? Because if this widget costs $100 per use, I might not want this widget depending on how many $100 I have in my pocket.
Right.
But if this widget costs $100 today, but I can use it 200 times, and that equates to 50 cents per use, and I also have like $300 or $400 is in my pocket, I might be more inclined to go ahead and get this widget.
Right.
Especially if it meets my needs and or my wants. A lot of people don't even buy what they need. They get what they want.
On top of information, I feel like being personable, being an actual person during sales operations is essential. I see a lot of times where I won't even I've stopped my buying process. Like I'm no longer a consumer. I'm now an investigator because you started selling to me. You know. I feel the face that you put on, the facade that this is, and I'm not fucking with it. So I'm not staying here to keep doing this. I gotta like exit this scenario and find out why you're trying to sell to me so hard now. That's my biggest concern.
That balance is necessary because you don't want to sell.
Yeah.
You want to provide a service, and when you being yourself, you can provide the service that you want to provide. You can, hey, I'm gonna show you this because I like this, or I'm gonna show you this because you mentioned this in a conversation that we were having about stuff that I like. If I converse with you and I can't relate to you on anything, a great salesman also is gonna know that you just can't serve every single body. Sometimes you can't serve them. Now, and that might be the best service at that moment. If you have nothing for them, if you are in a suit and tie shop and they are looking for Mustang convertibles, the best way to serve them is to point them to the Mustang dealership. Some people you just can't serve.
I think we have. I hate to bring these people up, but like gym salesmen are like some of the worst people.
Okay.
And maybe their job is a part of the reason why it's like that. But just the way that it works, some people don't. Like they're not equipped for that gym setting.
Right.
And you can tell that when they come through the door.
Yeah.
And everybody's not equipped for LA Fitness.
Yes.
Maybe you're more of a small private gym. Maybe you need to go to a CrossFit gym.
Yeah.
Those are things that should be on the table, especially for like
what kind of gym are you even about?
Right.
Are you you need therapy? Are you old? Are you 25, fresh out of college? You didn't get drafted, but you're a beast. You need an outside gym. You need a slam weights. You need to be able to scream. Like you need to be up. You need other big bodies around you because we got gyms for that. Or are you somewhere in between where you I'm just here for the longevity? I am here often.
Right. I'm
here 4-5 days a week, but I ain't going too hard. I'm also not weak.
I feel like it's essential to pinpoint. That's why I let people
going back to that information.
Exactly.
The more information they can give you, and that's why gym salesmen seem like they're not the greatest, because they try to make the sale instead of providing the information, and their numbers are bad. If you provide the information to every single person in the gym, then the sales will get made. But you want to look and pick and choose. Oh, that looks like a sale. Oh, that looks like a sale. And then you pitch, which should be a salesman cuss word. You pitch the sale to those 10 people, and none of them buy. And now you even feel like you're a bad salesman. But that's because you're trying to sell. But if you just provide the info to everybody, hey, we got this going on. I see you lifting, getting gains. That's dope. This is what I can do. This is some proof of what I've done. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? If you bout it, it's available. Simple as that. But if everybody in the gym knows that, all 500 people that go to the gym knows that, you might get your 10 sales. But if you try to sell to all 500 of them, now people don't want to stand by you, because they feel like you trying to Like, oh man, this guy's after my pockets every time.
I think during a lot of sales processes, I just ask questions because a lot of times people will tell me exactly what they want, what they need. They're gonna sell themselves.
Those open-ended questions.
At no point do I ever have to be like, you need blank. They're gonna tell me what they need.
Right. I
don't have to go in and poke and do all of this and make this emotional for people. And we talked about it earlier, like panics, like provide like scare tactics to sell people, and all of those things are backwards.
Right.
And asking questions to the person that you're trying to sell to, it just makes it easier because, like I said, they're gonna answer. They're gonna let you know, hey, and this is what I came here for. This is what I'm looking for. This is how my day's going.
Right. You got to keep that ratio of questions because I'll notice that a lot of times on my sales floor, people are doing great at asking questions and finally becoming relaxed. But at the same time, we are at work. We are getting paid. So it needs to be a ratio. And I like to go 2-to-1. Double personal, one business. Hey, how you going? How's it going? You know what I'm saying? Did you drive here, over here? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of weird question. I see you wearing shorts. Is it finally hot out? Because it was cold when I pulled up. Still a question, not about any sales.
Yeah.
And then finally, hey, so what are you doing here? That's still not fully all the way saying, hey, how can I help you spend your money? But I am recognizing you're here to do business. Why are you here?
Right.
Oh, I'm just, you know what I'm saying, perusing. I'm out and about. Okay, for sure. You know what I'm saying? If you were to get something today, would it be for you? Would it be for somebody else? You know what? It is my daughter's birthday, some shit. Oh, okay, cool. That don't have any, you know what I'm saying? We still chilling. How old is your daughter? Back to personal. Back to the ratio.
Right.
How old is she? Where is she at right now? Oh, she's at school? Okay, so this is a surprise. So now I got your intention, but this is all natural. And I'm still not trying to sell you, but I am going to offer you the girl stuff is over there.
Right.
All the girl stuff is over there. This is the newest girl stuff. This is the sale girl stuff if you want to just get a whole bunch of stuff or one really nice thing or a bunch of I'm not in your pockets like that. This is what we have.
Yeah.
We have every size of it. I can send you other sizes that we don't have. We got most colors of it. There you go.
Yeah.
If you don't want none, thank you for coming in. If you want some, I can help you with that. And that's not selling.
Yeah.
That's serving. That's me providing a service. Like you say, you asking questions. But the selling part is I have to have that information.
Right.
I have to know this is the newest girl shirt. I have to know, well, this is the hottest selling one. Like every other 7th grade girl that comes in here buys this brand.
Not only that, you had to get to that deduction from the beginning. You wouldn't have gotten to girl stuff from the beginning. She could have been roaming around the store, wondering what.
And this whole conversation can be with a 40-year-old dude.
True story.
So dudes walk in, I'm inclined to start selling you dude stuff, and I don't even know you shopping for your daughter's birthday.
And I've seen a lot of people do this. They'll go in with shopper's intent. They know what they're like. They're in the mall with shopper's intent.
Right.
They didn't walk into your store with shopper's intent. And that's just to like, okay, I came here for this product. Shopper's intent is all right. I'm coming here to get this. So they can walk into your store and get sidetracked and be like, you know, I didn't come here. I came here for my daughter's birthday.
Yeah.
But here are these skateboards.
Yeah.
Here I am in the back.
Let me go ahead and get reconnected with my past.
And then before you know it, they looked at skateboards and they left the store.
Yeah.
And you missed the sale. What I'm saying is there's a lot of times where people have seller's intent, like to consume, and then they leave because they got sidetracked on other stuff.
Yeah,
and because you came to that deduction and asking the question, what are you here for? You, regardless of whether
reminded them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now they're back into the sale. Like, I do have a goal for this. My trip to the mall.
This guy helped me accomplish a goal. I like this guy.
Exactly. And it's an easy process.
He helped me decide if I was gonna accomplish this goal or not, because he really didn't do nothing. Yeah, he showed and pointed and, you know, told me some stuff, but I didn't have to buy anything. I could have left. I did leave, and I came back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
what else we got on this blackboard? So we got providing the best service, of course, selling versus not selling. We got anything under this
we
laptop?
got
Oh no, is it?
bad sales versus no sales.
Oh yeah, I like that part.
Yeah.
Let's get into that, bro.
So the second portion we have is what really how we should get into this is a good sale versus a bad sale.
Okay.
A good sale for you is what? What is it?
So a good sale for me, I'm gonna go best sale, like best sale. No,
Ideal scenario.
ideal scenario. Either I know them or I don't. Hopefully, I've already seen them before. But regardless if I don't, I get a general idea of the type of stuff that they need or want. So if that's your kid needs braces, so I'm trying to keep my jargon and lingo out of where I actually work.
Yeah, fine. That works.
You know what I'm saying? If your kid needs braces, then we're gonna get them what they need. If your kid wants straight teeth, if you say you need braces, and I have the information to know that there's different methods of braces, and I know that deep down you want straight teeth, then we can apply different measures and different options for that. Now I'm gonna go back to where I work because I don't have the jargon for other businesses because I don't work there. So I figure out what you need, what you want. I give you as many options as possible that suit that.
Right.
You end up saying, yes, I do want this. A good salesman. A good salesman is gonna make this fatal mistake. Are you ready to check out? And they're gonna say yes. After I've got you everything that you needed and wanted, I'm gonna suggest more shit. So I got you. You need shoes. You want a shirt to match, but I'm gonna suggest these pants that just came out. I'm also just gonna suggest another shirt of that same brand. I'm also gonna suggest you got dark shoes. Get you some light ones. So now you got something for every other day. I'm gonna suggest more shit. And then finally, you're gonna have to stop me. I'm not gonna say, are you ready? Are you ready? I'm just gonna keep suggesting shit till you finally be like, all right, I think I'm good. I think I have enough. Or let me try this on, figure out what's gonna work, what's not. And then, you know what I'm saying, we'll go from there. Once you finally force me to check you out, I wanna make another impression on you. So this is where I can kind of step out of my business. Either I want to sign you up for my newsletter if I'm doing that. I want you to subscribe if I'm doing YouTube. I want you to just whatever I can reconnect with you outside of you shopping. I want you to do that. I want you to sign up for birthday points. Now every time on your birthday, you get a little message from my business.
Yeah.
Hey, happy birthday, here's a fucking sticker. But you just remember that my business exists. I want to make another connection. So the ideal, I just go fast, I find out what you want, I get you what you want, I get you more shit than what you want, and then I kinda still want you to come back. I give you an incentive to come back. I tell you about our next events. I tell you about just the next time. Oh, this isn't out today, but that brand is gonna do some other shit next week. Be sure you pull up and come see it.
Yeah.
That's like a great sale for me. Those are the benefits for me. How it benefits them is they came in with a goal, they accomplished the goal in a great timely manner in the price range that they got to pick.
Right.
They got to pick everything, and then they got to leave and feel wanted and feel human throughout the whole process. That's a good sale. Should you want to say, or should I go straight to bad sales?
I'll explain what a bad sale is. So realistically, a bad sale can range from everything to someone who didn't need your product. I think that's like number one on the bad sale list.
Yeah.
Is someone that just you sold that to that didn't need what you were selling, that that they were fit for anything and everything else but what you sold them.
Yeah.
That's the number one bad sale. Anybody who needs to do a return on something.
So just from that first one, what can be a result of like they didn't need what you were selling?
But bad sales usually end up reflecting on. There's a lot of ways that this goes. I feel like in small operations, like let's say I have a small business, if you have a bad sale, that could reflect on the entire business simply because that's a salesman within a small operation that everyone sees all of these people.
Mm-hmm.
So if you make a bad sale, now when I come to the store, if I tell other people that, man, one of the salesmen there sold me some bullshit, now, maybe the other salesmen do that too. Maybe we have to look and find out.
Now that's a thing. You don't
Exactly.
ever want that to be a emotion in your residence of business.
So you kind of want to keep that away from your brand identity as a whole. Just sell things that aren't for people. It's like lying, It's like
straight up.
misinforming people.
It's the worst type of service.
It's horrible. After that, I feel like a bad sale has to just an operation that you aren't a part of, pretty much. Like if you've made the sale, like you're not finished making the sale. There's more to it than that. So I've seen it. And a restaurant is a place that I can see this. You gave the bill, they signed it, and now you think your job is finished.
Yeah.
But if I go through like 6 more lemonades, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should bring me 6 more lemonades.
Yeah,
like,
you should.
The table should be clean when I'm finished.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And this is little things because it's just not over.
Yeah, that's just a restaurant. That's just everyday, the smallest thing,
Right.
and people fail to generate the thought that if you can't refill a guy's lemonade, you can't be the CEO of a multi-billion-dollar business. It's not. You don't have the skills. You don't have the reps, the practice.
That's a very tiny thing that translates. It's so far. Like I've been in restaurant operations where I'm like, this is something that's small.
Yeah.
But people can tell.
But it'll translate for years. You'll forever be the type of person who can't refill lemonades. And when you're that type of guy, it translates.
Yeah.
It translates big time.
Where you get so pissed, your grandma's like, you gonna be one of those people that can't never refill a lemonade.
Yeah, that's
same.
gonna hurt. Like that's gonna hurt. You adopt that for 5. Even if you can refill lemonades, you adopt that for the next 5 years of your life. You say, you know what? I'm gonna provide shit service for the next 5 years of your life. Try it. I dare you. Try that shit and see how that works. See if it does or does not drastically change your life.
Doing poor service.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do exactly what I'm paid for, no more nor less. That's one way to think. It's a way to think. Try that for 5 years. Or I'm gonna do more than I get paid to do because I know that I'm gonna provide so much service that they're gonna be they're gonna be able to afford to pay me for more than what I do. And try that for 5 years and tell me if that doesn't greatly affect you or doesn't affect your life. One thing I don't think we touched on with bad sales, which we kind of should have mentioned earlier, but whatever. Being afraid to even do the sales or like to even sell because you feel like you're bothering the consumer or you're in their way. How you feel about that? Like a salesperson who they got the info, they got the knowledge, they could help, but they lack the self-confidence to come up and help you. And
I feel like, and I'm glad you said that. I feel like that's
because that's common.
The mind is in sales, and the mind has to be in service.
Yeah.
So for you to feel like I must be bothering this person, you're bothering in the sales
because your mind is still on sales and you're thinking of failing.
If you're thinking about service that entire time, like, oh man, I'm about to go help this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't give a fuck if they're just looking. I'm gonna show them the best shit to just look at.
You're not bothering them. You can't be bothering that person.
I'm the best. I live here. I know the best shit. I can't buy. You just got here. You don't even know what the men's side is. I am helping you. Fuck you. Like
really,
I ain't just gonna be in your pocket,
Yeah.
just on your coattail, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As a person, and I think about that as like, what would I want? You know, if I don't want someone to come tell me.
Yeah,
But if you see me looking at shit and I don't know what I'm doing,
yeah.
but you know about the shit in me, say something.
Say a little something about it. Don't blow my ear away with fun facts and a story about your granny. And now I'm leaning back and you still talking. I'm hitting you with the but shit, and you still talking. Like, understand there is a difference.
Man.
But tell me a little something about it. Figure out if I like it or if I was just looking at it because I happen to just be looking at it because that's a scenario too. And if I do like it, if I do want to know more, tell me more.
Yeah.
If I don't, let me know where to find you in case I need more. Or show me something similar.
As a salesperson, I feel like if you provide information and point people in the right direction, you should get the sale.
They'll do the rest.
Yeah.
Especially when you low volume and you only seeing 5, 6, 7 clients a day, you do need to do the whole routine with them. Figure out who they are, how they are, what they want. Give them more stuff than what they even wanted, and then wish them a great day. But if it's 50 people and 10 walking in at a time and you can barely say hello to all 10, you sitting there with the, hey y'all, okay, I see y'all over there. The least you need to be able to do is have information for everybody.
Yeah.
What's good, men's stuff, women's stuff, or you know what I'm saying, you looking for cars, Mustangs over here, Hummers over here, you know what I'm saying, get them, let them know that guy knows what's up. So if I do need a question, I can wait in line and talk to them and give them a nice little overview. So even if they can't talk to you, they can kind of navigate a little.
One thing that I just thought about, Old Navy is a place that I noticed that does this a lot. They have a person standing at the door that says the special. You know, so like no matter what, Hot Topic is another place. There's a person standing at the front.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what day it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying the special. And what's
welcome in. Would you like our 2 for $1? Whatever the fuck.
And it's not even. Sometimes that person doesn't even have the energy.
Yeah, that is their 3,000th time saying that today.
So they're just putting it out. They're just giving the message. But what that does is start the first piece of dialogue with the consumer.
Yeah.
And that points people in the direction.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about the fact that person.
Worst case scenario, this store has pants. They just told me, welcome in, we got buy one, get one pants.
No.
Worst case scenario, the store has pants. Best case, they have other stuff too, but at least they got pants.
That first person, or second person that talks to you, all of those people have the chance to navigate you in the right direction and actually make it to where you want to, without you ever actually talking or starting a conversation with a person. But man, I think we just went over everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to cut this part out. It's fine.
Let's go, guys. Thank y'all.
We can close the statement right here. So, man, thank you guys for tuning in to what I think is episode 5.
Another episode.
I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut right there. How about that? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the You.Biz podcast. I had Ryan here today, and this was an awesome episode.
Namaste. Arigato.
Ryan, thank you so much for pulling up, man. We hope to have you for another episode, brother.
Man, I'll be back 100%. Guys, don't be afraid to serve. Serve up. It feels so great. You get rewarded in so many ways. I would love to get personal and tell you the ways that I've been rewarded, but that's not what it's about. Because it's not about what one person gets. It's what you can do versus what your best you can do. Not you versus him, because him might be shining doing way less than you, but you versus your best you, what can you get out? Love y'all.
Awesome. Can you tell people where to find you?
You can find me most likely on Instagram, RIZZ_Kingpin. That's where I'll be doing my best content. Just my most like people friendly content. I do got a Snapchat, but that's more for family, cousins, etc. So yeah, I'll be around.
Once again, man, thank you for coming, and I will have you on another episode of the podcast, man. Thank you guys for listening.
Ooh, y'all hear that meat pop? Ooh, click clap. Age 27, not